Today, video cameras are everywhere. We bring you the pictures they've captured. Sometimes it's serious, sometimes it's funny, but it's always real TV. A driver puts his new video camera on the dashboard, and look what he gets on tape. Store surveillance tape of the man who came back to rob the same store again and again.
Every day.
Home video of the confrontation.
Wait, you disrespecting me?
Between the skater and the security guard.
What you call me?
It was the trip of a lifetime. The family that lived in the jungle. And the penguin who wouldn't grow up. For Tuesday, September 8th, 1998, this is Real TV.
Hi, I'm John Daly, and we begin with a one-in-a-million shot. It involves a man, his truck, his new video camera, and a giant tree that comes out of nowhere. When off-duty Texas paramedic Walter Grimes set out with a brand new video camera mounted on the dashboard of his truck, he had no idea what kind of ride he was in for. One minute he was driving along, grooving to tunes on his radio, and then this. It's amazing. Going 65 miles an hour, Walter is shocked to see a tree falling across the road, and there was nothing he could do to get out of the way.
It seemed like everything went in slow motion. I thought how bad it was going to hurt, and I thought about the family, my family, you know, that would never get to hear "I love you." That was the two thoughts that came in my mind.
But fate and perhaps an angel or two were on Walter's side.
The camera was sitting, see where all that glass is? Right above the steering wheel? It was sitting right on the dash.
This is all that's left of the truck. Walter walked away with only a few scratches. He was also surprised to see that his camera caught the whole thing on tape.
It was funny looking at it, but my family didn't think it was too funny. My mother said it made her sick to her stomach.
Walter says he still isn't sure why he survived, but the accident has brought him even closer to his family and to the realization that tomorrow isn't promised.
You realize your own mortality, that you live on borrowed time, so you might as well use what you have.
Good advice. Now, Walter tells us the State Department of Transportation had a number of complaints about that tree. He says the last complaint came in about a half hour before it fell. Well, here's another tape we found hard to believe, but it's all true. Now, they say a criminal always returns to the scene of the crime, but over and over again? Take a look. You're looking at surveillance videotape from a neighborhood market in Los Angeles. It's Monday afternoon, and the market is about to be robbed. Waving a knife, the bandit forces the frightened owner to open the cash registers. She does, then escapes to the rear of the store. In less than a minute, the man cleans out all the cash, then grabs some cigarettes before leaving.
Tomorrow, more problems.
Unfortunately, incidents like this are all too common in big cities. So why are we showing it on Real TV? This is another camera angle in the same store 3 days later. Recognize this guy? It's the same thief, and he's back to rob the store again, right in front of these small children. The man appears to be high on drugs. Though hidden behind the counter, you can hear him telling the owner to call the police because he wants them to shoot him.
Kill me. I want to get killed. I want to get killed now.
The man's ranting continues for a few terror-filled minutes as he cleans out the cash registers again. A customer comes in, but sees the robber and gets out. Finally, the raving man leaves. But the story doesn't end here. Unbelievably, 4 days later, he's back. The brazen thief waits until the customers leave, then gestures as if he has a gun in his pocket.
What? Hit the wrong foot. Hit it right. Now open that one. You're hitting the wrong foot.
It's his third robbery of the same store in a week. And from what he's saying, it's clear he plans to make this a regular routine.
Every day. Every day.
Police decide to release the surveillance tapes to local TV stations.
Man shown here on surveillance tape robbed the store this past Tuesday, then again Thursday, and once again this morning.
Within hours, police learned the man's identity.
When the video was broadcast on the evening news, his father saw the robbery take place. His father came down to the police station and let us know who the suspect was, basically his son.
Police arrested the man that same night, and they're confident the surveillance video will help put the robber behind bars where he belongs.
Videotape evidence is the best evidence you can get, whether a suspect wants to confess or not. We have his face, and if it's good video, we have his voice. When we play it for a jury, it makes for a very short trial.
Every day.
Now police are campaigning to get store owners to upgrade their video equipment. As you can see, when the tape is clear, it's easier to get the suspect. Well, next, the tape of the skateboarders versus the security guard. All the kids want to do is have some fun, but the guard says do it somewhere else. But their language is a lot less polite. Thrills and spills in Miami, Florida. Inline skaters strut their stuff for a new action video. But this skater becomes distracted in midair. He falls and then turns around to see what's going on.
Is there a problem?
What's that?
It's called a video camera.
And
you want
what?
to do something?
What?
You wanna
Who you
do something?
disrespecting? Who you disrespecting me?
A security guard approaches the skaters and the cameraman.
Deal with that plan. And what you looking at? You got a problem?
I'll look at whatever I want. Why you got a name? Why you got a name?
Out of you. What?
Got a name?
They start arguing about whether the rollerbladers are trespassing.
Out of here before I call the cops.
Call the cops.
You really want me to?
Yeah, well, I want you to.
All right, I'm gonna do that right.
Both sides keep taunting each other.
Hey, you better shut the up before I you up, and I'll smash you up, you little.
You're fired.
Yeah, I'm fired. Bring
You're
that.
fired, Ted.
What you call me?
Fired.
The camera goes out. Police come and try to sort out all the trouble, but leave without making any arrests.
Skiing all up on this.
The cameraman, skaters, and security guard all insist they're not to blame. But the only obvious victim is the camera.
Bring that.
You decide.
What you call me?
Fired.
Apparently, it all ended with that. Police said no crime was committed. Well, now for the story of the penguin who wouldn't grow up. As you know, grown-up penguins dress formally. Not this guy. Most king penguins shed their baby fur a month or two after birth. But not Ollie. He's been walking around like a giant chia pet for the better part of a year. He wants to get on with life, but his heavy coat won't let him. Ollie certainly looks like the black sheep of the family, but he's trying to make the best of it. Here, a news camera spots him talking things over with his dad. For now, Ollie has to stay behind this fence, watching the rest of his family play in the Birdland Penguin Pool in Bourton, England. It's not Ollie's fault he hasn't lost his fur yet, but until he does, he's grounded. No fur coats allowed in the pool. It not only clogs the filters, it could mean the end of Ollie.
If he got into the water, he'd drown. His coat is so heavy, we'd just pull him to the bottom, and that would be the end of him.
But his keepers aren't worried. They say nature will take its course, sooner or later.
He'll definitely lose it. It's just taking time.
In the meantime, Ollie is treated like the king penguin he is under all that hair, even though he'd surely traded in today to be hanging out with his pals. And if you spot an unusual animal in your travels, get it on tape and send it to us. You can reach us by dialing toll-free. It's 1-888-REAL-TV-1, and we'll be right back.
Still ahead, the most amazing vacation video we've ever seen. The family that packed up and moved to the jungle. Later, double trouble at the speedboat races. And the street that has that sinking feeling. Plus, rev them up for an unusual race. More of your home videos on the way. Don't blink. You're watching Real TV.
Welcome back. How's this for a vacation video? It's about a family roughing it in the Amazon jungle. Our John Johnston takes you on a wild adventure.
It is a family adventure many would not dare to take.
After 7 months of preparation, we're ready for the journey.
Yawn